Is there a reason for the video today, or?
Who are you?
I'm Commander Prescott.
Who are you?
What's your name?
I can't give you my name.
Oh, well, that's not very nice.
Where you from? You
Earth? This is public.
This is not public. This is JSO.
Right from the start, this interaction takes an unexpected turn. Today's video comes out of Jacksonville, Florida, where a routine First Amendment audit at a correctional facility quickly draws attention from staff and escalates all the way up to a commander on scene. What begins as simple filming in public turns into tense questions, challenges, and that familiar pressure moment. Will he be forced to give ID, or will the situation flip completely? This footage comes from Long Island Audit, a channel known for pushing transparency and educating the public on civil rights through real-world encounters. Make sure you subscribe to their channel. The link is in the description. Follow them and let them know I sent you. Trust me, you're definitely going to have an opinion on this one.
Who am I taking pictures of? I can't hear you.
I said, pictures of?
Well, right now, you.
What? Where you at? You can't be out here.
Who are you, ma'am?
I work for JSO. Who are you?
Well, my name is Sean. What's your name?
No, I can't give you my name.
Oh, well, that's not very nice.
Oh, you... Mova Media Broadcast. Where you from? You
Earth?
have to get permission from over here.
From who?
From over here.
I don't need permission.
You don't?
No.
Why?
Because I'm allowed to do this. I'm allowed to take pictures.
From JSO?
Yeah. I didn't get permission from JSO.
So where you from?
Ma'am, who are you?
I work for JSO.
In what capacity?
As a mailroom.
Okay. So you're not part of security or anything like that?
No.
Okay. Well, security hasn't... The correctional officer saw me out here. She didn't say anything.
What correction officer?
Right there. With the inmates and the dogs?
I know, but let me go over here.
Yeah, go ahead.
Let me go let them know, okay?
Yeah, go ahead.
Where you going? You can't walk around on this premises.
What'd you say?
You can't walk around on the premises.
Why is that?
Because you have to go over there to get visitors.
This is public.
This is not public. This is JSO.
It's public. Who owns JSO? Who runs JSO?
Let me go over here.
Yeah, go ahead. Do that. Yeah.
Here, a mailroom employee attempts to assert authority over a public area, despite admitting she isn't law enforcement or security. Under U.S. Constitution, First Amendment, individuals have the protected right to film public officials and facilities from publicly accessible areas. Her demand for ID has no legal weight unless supported by reasonable suspicion, as per Terry v. Ohio, 392 U.S. 1, 1968.
No, I'm all right, sir. Who are you?
Right.
Yeah, I'm good. Thank you. Who are you?
I'm Commander Prescott.
Commander Prescott? Okay.
Jacksonville Sheriff's.
My name is Sean, Commander. How you doing?
I'm doing well.
Doing well.
Is there a reason for the video today, or?
Yeah, just was interested. I was just passing through and I was interested in the correctional facility here. That's it.
Okay. Just keep in mind, sometimes we have victims and things of that nature out here in this facility, so you could be in the possibility of violating some of their rights at times. Just always keep that in mind. Right now, you're in public areas, so you can
Right.
take a video as much as you want.
Right.
But just kind of want to make you aware of that.
Okay. Yeah, why would you have victims here?
Sometimes with victims who may be coming up related to other incidents that may have taken place inside of a facility.
Yeah, I would think like a victim wouldn't be
Sometimes
at the correctional facility. That's for the
Well, you
bad guy,
never
right?
know, man.
That's
You
for the
never know.
perpetrator.
That's just
Unless the
reality.
victim's visiting their perpetrator, maybe, right?
Well, sometimes that's the case, but in that case, we are also made aware by the courts. Say if they were inside of a trial or something like that,
Right.
we're made aware that, hey, this person can't do a visit, so we would stop that side of activity there.
Oh, I
But
got
as long
you.
as you're on the outside of the fence, maybe you're free to video.
Yeah, I appreciate that, man. Thank you. I appreciate it. Yeah.
Commander Prescott does what many officers fail to do. He respects the First Amendment. He acknowledges the auditor's right to film from a public vantage point and explains potential privacy concerns without escalation. This aligns with Department of Homeland Security Memo 2010, affirming the right to record federal facilities from public spaces.
I promise, I don't want to go on the inside of the fence. I don't think anybody does. I don't even think you do.
Hey, Well, I'm on there routinely. So
I know, but I don't think you want
for
to.
nearly 30 years.
30 years? So you've been doing a 30-year prison sentence then, huh?
No, not like that.
I mean, you're here every day. What's the difference?
They pay me for it. It's different.
That is a difference. They do pay you for
It's
it.
just not doing the right thing. That's all.
Yeah. I get you. Yeah, I'm a reasonable guy. I'm not trying to, I'm not trying to go up to the fence or anything like
you've
that.
been seeing some of the guys out here on the fields and doing work and things of that.
Yeah, I saw there was like a
This is one of those facilities where we try to get them a fresh start back into the public at that point.
Right.
So I mean, you'll see
like reintegration into society. Yeah, if you don't mind, I asked you a question about there. I saw some inmates with like with some canines. Yeah. What's that about?
That's Pause for Change. That's a Pause for Change.
Pause for
program.
Change.
So basically, what they're doing is they're training the dogs right now at this point in time for basic obedience training for those individuals to go out and serve a veteran at some point in time.
Oh wow, like a disabled veteran.
Yes.
Oh wow.
Yeah, we partner with Canines for Warriors.
Canines for Warriors, and then the program here is called Pause
for Change.
Pause for Change.
We have a graduation every few months in reference to it.
Okay, that's really cool.
Yeah, I mean it's a way to give back.
Yeah,
I mean,
I'm sure the inmates love to have a dog that they take them into the cell and everything. Like they
they stay with that individual the entire time.
Really.
If they're one of the trainers, one identified as one of the trainers.
Oh wow.
Yeah, that's a part of the program. Basically, it gives them like husbandry skills, as it's called. It teaches them a skill. Plus, it's also giving back to the community, and that's what we're about.
Hey man, I love it. That's great. See, I don't think a lot of people know about that program. So
it's every opportunity we get.
I saw it with a bunch of dogs, and I was like, "What's going? What's a bunch of canines?" I'm like, "What's going on here?" And they're training them. I thought, I assumed they were training them, but I didn't think. I thought for like law enforcement purposes. But it's good that they're going to disabled veterans.
Yeah, that's what they're going back out.
Yeah.
Some of them become station dogs and things of that nature.
Okay.
Some of them's been on search and rescue. So I mean, it's a great opportunity. It's a win-win for all.
All right.
One, it's saving because these animals are oftentimes coming from the shelter. And helping with Canines for Warriors, about one every 4. When we started this program, it was actually it took a veteran basically 4 years to get a service animal.
Wow. And what is that? What is that now?
And now that's been greatly reduced because it's kind of taken off as a program itself. So
okay, that's cool. Is there any other cool programs like that here?
Oh yeah, we got like NESR.
What's that?
National Center for Construction Education and Research. Right now it's currently down, but
okay.
It basically teaches modules basically like construction crane operators.
Oh, crane operators! Wow.
Well, that's how the program actually got started. But they work in HVAC.
Okay.
They work in welding. And that side of it.
Yeah, and I seen on the visitation.
9 modules is good for anywhere in the world.
Right, and you could,
So
you learn a trade. I mean, that's what it's about, right? It's about education. You got to educate yourself to be able to,
Yeah, there's a ton of programs out there.
That's cool, man. That's cool. Yeah, I was just driving by.
Voluntary. I mean, if they're looking for a way out of the life.
I mean, who wouldn't?
Have let them here.
Right.
Hey.
Yeah, that's a good thing. I mean, and I noticed the visitor I was looking at the visitor sign. It said 8 a.m. to 10 p.m. You have visits that late?
What we do now on the facility is what I consider professional visits.
Okay.
So for professional visits, the only thing would be for like attorneys and things of that nature.
Okay.
Now it's all video.
Video.
Video side of it. So the inmates inside the dorms can actually talk to their relatives and things of that nature on video. So they get to see everything going on in that.
Okay.
So just like you're filming me now.
Right, yeah.
That's a prime example of what's going on inside these dorms. So
I
if you really
gotcha.
want to get to know what's happening, there it is.
Yeah, that's interesting. Wow. And anybody can video chat with an inmate, or they have to be put on a list?
Well, they're on a list.
Right.
In reference to
Would there be any restrictions, Commander, on them speaking to like a journalist, like a member of the press?
They have to sign the waivers.
They have to sign waivers. Okay.
In order,
because I think it would be interesting. You have a lot of interesting programs here. I would like to get the perspective from the inmate's perspective. Would I have to get permission, or would they have to get permission?
Well, they have to give permission. One, the interview, and two, we have to make sure they sign the notification that they would be willing to be videoed on camera as well. So,
okay.
Yeah, we want to make sure that.
But it's possible though.
Because let's face it, sometimes employers may not hire that individual.
Right.
Because they knew they were in.
That's a good point. That's a fair point.
It's kind of a win-win for that situation. And I understand.
That's a fair point. That's a fair point. But I see it, they can get perspectives that, might help other people stay out of here, or, let the community know that, like, because there's a lot of, I'm from New York and Long Island to be specific, but our correctional facilities, they're murdering people left and right. They on body camera. Like they thought they turned off their body camera. I'm not sure if you're familiar with that, but they thought they turned off their body camera, and you just see them beating up the inmate until he's dead. Like they literally, you watch them on camera beat him to death, and they're laughing and joking like it's a normal thing.
And outside of our facilities, the cameras are not able to be turned off.
Right.
So
Yeah. Oh,
they're recorded for a certain period of time.
Yeah, you could.
Of course, they're used as evidence.
It was his name was Robert Brooks, and I covered his trial. I'm an independent journalist. I covered his trial, and these individuals, when you watch the video, it's very heartbreaking, and the nurse is laughing like this. What was really disturbing about it is that it's like it seemed like commonplace. You know what I mean? Like nobody was looking like, what's going on here? We're just taking turns hitting, the nurse wasn't shocked by it. So, maybe a window into even this, a window into some correctional facilities that are,
in those
doing the right thing.
In those kind of situations, that's a very small percentage of the officers that you're going to encounter.
Right. Well, I hope so. You just don't know. I hope so.
Well, hopefully from administrative sides of it,
right.
That's the reason there are investigations and things of that nature into it.
Right.
So just understand that side too.
Yeah, listen, I know I will never say that working in a prison is hard.
Uniform,
yeah.
but just like you.
Yeah. No, I get it. I get it. I do trainings with law enforcement agencies, a district attorney's office in Georgia, Savannah, Georgia. So I have there's nothing personal against law enforcement. I just think that law enforcement should be held accountable at least to the same level as the people, right? I mean, you shouldn't get away with things just because you got that badge on, just because you have that uniform on, right? Yeah, we all got to be, we're all the people, right? We're the people.
Actually, we should be one step above.
I think so too, but let's just get to even first. Let's just get to even first.
We should hold ourselves
a higher standard, right? I always say, and I hope so,
it's kind of like in any kind of work though, man.
Right, but there's a difference. Your work, you're able to arrest somebody, put them in handcuffs, and throw them in a jail cell.
Well, I'm incorrect.
A Walmart door greeter.
I don't make the arrest.
Right, but a Walmart door greeter, that if they have a bad day, what's the worst they're gonna say? Not nothing. They're not gonna greet you. You know what I mean? So there's levels to it, but it's insane. It's definitely insane. But yeah, let's start with the same level first, and then we can work up to a higher standard.
So you see a dog coming out of this building?
Yeah, I see the dog right here. Yeah.
That looks like Sonny.
Sonny.
Sonny is a station dog.
Okay. And what does that mean? He's going to
So we realized that this kind of line of work can have trauma in it.
Okay.
We've identified certain dogs that would assist even within the officer side of it because we experience it. Sometimes this affects.
Oh, so he's like your guys. He's like the correctional facility of the officer's dog here.
Right. We have different ones throughout the agency. So this is one of those prime examples of it.
And he stays here. She stays here.
Well, she don't stay on this facility, but she moves throughout different facilities.
Okay.
So, but one thing about an animal can sense when there's a lot of stress involved into it.
Yep. Mm-hmm.
So sometimes that's what's needed.
Yeah.
An animal don't judge it.
Yeah. It's true.
And that's what a lot of these guys are learning.
So are you in charge here, sir?
I'm in charge of this facility.
Okay. Cool. Hey, man, if you're in charge of this facility, that speaks volumes. I've always said that, leadership is very important. And if you're the one in charge here, that speaks volumes to how, it rolls down, right? If you were a tyrant and you didn't care about these, like you were like, what, I don't give a shit about anything that's going on here. That's going to go down. Your energy is going to go down and your way of thinking is going to go down to your officers.
Well, the sheriff has been very, very transparent.
Okay.
I mean, this is, I don't know how much you've watched him on like YouTube and things of that nature. He is very, very open. That's one of the things that he prides himself on too.
Yeah.
Is being transparent with the public.
Right, yeah.
And I truly respect that because a lot of these officers may have family that's inside of these places.
Right.
So, I mean, it's not just...
Right. Anybody can make a bad decision.
Anybody can make that choice.
Right. You can make a bad decision one day and, land yourself behind this fence.
It could be...
It's what you do after it, right?
In the future.
Yeah, it's what you do after it. It's not how you fall, it's how you get up, right? So...
Well, and here's the thing. Don't judge that man until you walk in his shoes.
Right.
You don't know what's carried him down this path.
No.
The possibility is he may have lost a son or a child or something of that nature that's led him to the drug use, and oftentimes that has that effect onto him. And sometimes it's like we had the veterans program out here. So we actually partner with Operation Barnabas. They come out here and provide services to individuals within the military. that served the country at some point in time. So, unfortunately, some of the military individuals, some of the ones that went out there and served us across the world, find themselves when they come back into the States inside of one of these places. We're trying to help those individuals succeed and get back up on their feet.
Yeah.
So these are some of the things that you're seeing.
Yeah, that's good. I mean, definitely, you know, I was thinking about running for sheriff in my county, and I wanted to bring transparency because it's so important. You know, people don't, you know, you got to see it from both sides, and you got to see what the law enforcement officer is dealing with on a daily basis, or a correctional officer. Transparency is important because, you know, we're so divided. When I go speak at law enforcement agencies or I go speak at district attorney, we're divided. Some people just hate you just because of what you're wearing, sir.
That's it. But
right?
They don't hate me. They hate the badge.
Right. They hate the badge you're wearing.
And that's the way you got to look.
And honestly, you know, and I try and teach people, you know, there's nuance. I think the death of nuance in this country is something that is really tearing us down as a country because I've had officers that wear that uniform spit in my face.
That's right.
I've had officers unlawfully arrest me a total of 11 times. And you know it's unlawful because I beat it every time. But the difference is just because you look like them a little bit, right? You have a similar, I'm not going to treat you any different. I'm not going to, you know, take all my anger out or my frustration with how I've been treated by the system. This is what I teach. I say, listen, you might see a guy with a camera out filming a traffic stop. You might have had an asshole who filmed your traffic stop who got really, really close to you, who started, you know, screaming and cursing at you. You know, but just because you see another one, it's a new person. It's a new person. Treat them differently.
Yeah. And always keep this in mind. You're an individual into journalism in that regard. And I respect that side of it. But also keep in mind too, that there's things on this facility as a safety aspect for these individuals. Not everybody wants to help these individuals. Sometimes it's victims and things of that nature that's associated with them. I know that if I can hit certain spots on the facility, that I can create problems for everybody inside of these places that can cause overall a tragic event to take place.
All right.
So think about this too when you're going to these different facilities. Understand that kind of concept.
Yeah. No, listen,
So,
I'm open.
For security purposes, that's the reason why we usually come. Now that I know what you're doing,
right?
You were open with me when I came out here and talked.
Yeah. I mean, but at the end of the day, you know,
it's in a public area.
Right, exactly.
So it's no different than me and you walking down the street
right.
together and you're
right. And listen, you came up to me, you just asked me, right? You're like, hey, and that's the thing. Like when the woman was speaking to me, I believe she works in the mailroom. She was telling me, you know, hey, you can't do what you're doing. And I'm like, well, why is that? And you know, and this is part of why I do what I do. It's helped to educate. Now she understands that this is public and I'm not in the fence. I'm not doing anything illegal.
Also keep in mind too, she's a civilian. So
right. No, I get it. I get it. I know, listen. I've seen a bunch of law enforcement officers that don't understand public versus private and restricted versus non-restricted. So again, this is why I do the trainings. You know, there's a lot of law enforcement officers that don't know that. And I think the biggest problem in law enforcement is the lack of accountability and ego, right? There's, you know, it comes with it. You know, maybe not you because, you know, you're not on the street, but when you have the power to like, you know, if somebody talks to you some way, you can just grab them up and throw them in a jail cell. You know, that could become intoxicating. We're all human. I don't know. I've never been a law enforcement officer.
There's always situations that,
right.
And here's the thing, treat people the way you want to be treated.
Right. Yeah.
The way you approach me and the way I approach you.
Right.
If we're approaching neutral ground at that point in time.
Think how much differently this conversation would have went if you would have just been, what the F are you doing? Right. Instead of, hey, sir, how are you? Like, there's a difference. And that's how I approach situations. I always treat people with utmost respect until that respect is lost. And then, you know, it is what it is. But I don't curse. I don't, you know, I don't use profanity. My mother taught me something that was very important to me. You cannot, that's why I don't get angry with even cops. When they're putting their hands behind your back, all I say is, I'm not resisting. I go to jail. I don't resist. That's it. And I beat it in court. Because if you allow somebody, right, but it's not, you know, you're not supposed to be arrested, right? But lawfully anyway. But my mom always told me you can't allow another man or woman or anybody, another person to control your emotions because then they're controlling you completely. So if I allow your behavior to control me, no, you're not going to control me. I know what I'm doing. I know, you know, I'm confident who I am. So I'm not going to allow it to happen. Yeah. All right, Commander. Well, I appreciate you talking to me. Thank you. Appreciate you. Thank you. Keep up the good work. Thanks. That's a really cool really cool programs you got going on here. Keep it up.
Hey, if you ever want to come back for some graduations or something like that,
That'll be cool.
It's what we do. I mean, The more we get it out there to people, more people understand what happens behind these places.
Yeah, I would love to. I'll definitely stay in contact.
That's something that, just like the YouTube,
Right.
that side of it.
Right.
The more people we get out there to, the more people we reach, and hopefully the more services we can provide to some of these individuals that's currently in this situation.
Yeah, I agree.
We won't change everybody's here.
No,
There's going to be those individuals
nobody
always
wants
going to make those bad decisions.
Right.
But hopefully we can weed those out.
Yeah.
The ones that really won't help, we can help those individuals.
Yeah, that's cool. I would love to, look at the puppy program. I would love to do something, I'll definitely stay in contact. I'll give you my information.
See the veterans and that side of it. And listen to their stories.
Yeah.
Because they will actually give an impact statement in reference to. And this is nothing that we basically lead them down that path to say.
Yeah.
This is their own writings.
Right.
So when you attend one of those graduations, you'll see it firsthand of how much of an impact.
Right.
You'll see some of these grown individuals or some of the hard criminals out there break down in tears because of things that's been lied to.
Yeah. All right, Commander.
It makes that difference.
Take care. Yep. Thank you. Take care.
What you just witnessed wasn't just a conversation. It was a lesson in restraint, rights, and real power. Even inside prison walls, the Constitution doesn't take a break. You don't need to stay silent. You need to know the law. And when someone demands your ID without cause, remember, the burden is on them, not you. If you've ever been illegally asked for ID, share your story in the comments. Let's turn experience into education. Like, subscribe, and follow us so you never get caught off guard again. This is ID Refusal Rights, where civil liberty is the strongest weapon.